Okay, everybody, I'm now in Citi Trends. I unexpectedly did a blog. The reason why I decided to do one today was because I haven't done a Citi Trends blog in a while, and this shirt actually looks interesting. I may try to borrow a little money from someone tomorrow, cause y'all know how they be before people get paid, before they get their checks, all that stuff. And I noticed that it's going to be cold soon. I have some long jeans in the closet, but sometimes I usually get a pair of what's in style for that season. And it'd be like that every year. Sometimes I have clothes left over, a lot of clothes left over from years past, because that's what my closet looks like usually. I have a lot of clothes. My closet is mostly clothes. And I always had a lot of other stuff. I bought a lot of other stuff in between the time I get clothes, because I share a room with my brother, so some of that stuff I got in storage. I might sell it on eBay. I'm impatient with eBay because it takes too long for people to buy stuff on there. Then sometimes I seen certain things on eBay I seen on there for months. So, these camouflage pants look nice. I'm actually feeling Citi Trends clothing section. But good thing about Citi Trends is the quality got way better over the past couple of years. But I normally don't get clothes at Citi Trends. My go-to for clothes is usually the Walmart, Target, or TJ Maxx, but I go to Citi Trends too because that Citi Trends is mostly what's in style for that season, depending on what the area you live in. So people call Citi Trends the hood store because everything Citi Trends sell is that we mostly see people wear their stuff in the hood. So, and that's how it usually be. Now they got a lot of summer clothes on clearance. I bought a couple. I usually buy cheap clothes like after winter pass. I usually buy winter clothes that are on clearance. These are $10, but they're not my size. Sometimes you can get some really cheap stuff at Citi Trends. And the cool thing about me is I'm not biased towards Citi Trends. A lot of people I know are biased towards Citi Trends because they think just because you buy clothes at Citi Trends, you don't got no money or you broke. But hey, a lot of the stuff I seen at Citi Trends, I seen it at other stores, something similar at other stores that cost way more, like up to $100, and some of this stuff be $50 at other stores. When I buy it here, it feels the same. Probably is the same, but that's how a lot of these stores work. So I'm gonna go over to the toy department because I always get the men's clothing section and the I usually get men's clothing section and the toy section because those are my two favorite parts of Citi Trends, obviously, if you've been following me for a while. If anybody know me, people would know I'm more into fashion than toys. So I like toys too, don't get me wrong, but when I was young, when I stopped playing with toys, I got into fashion. And I always used to get new clothes all the time because that what my money usually went when I was in high school, even in middle school, because I've been going to Citi Trends since 2004, and Citi Trends been and other places longer than that. So it I may be coming back to City Trends 2X. And I see a lot of stuff that's under $10 here, but oh, they got book bags on clearance already. I wonder if they have any LOL surprise book bags. Sometimes you can find those on clearance too. But if they had that on clearance, that would probably be gone already, because LOL surprise backpacks sell out like hotcakes, and I know people in my family who is into LOL surprise.
They have everything. You got options, a lot of options. I go there all the time for my furniture. But they silverware, it be reasonable prices. And it's colors.
And everybody here are the Kenya dolls. They're popping up at City Trends now. But the cool thing about Kenya is she's been around since 1992, and she's been the best-selling black doll line since, because, and it's best-selling, when I mean best-selling black doll line, I mean Ruth did not give up on this line because she knew how successful it was going to be. And the crazy part about that is, since Kenya been out, there been so many companies that manufactured her. Like, her original company was Tyco, but Mattel bought out Tyco in 1997, and that's when other companies started to make Kenya after that, because I remember the Kenya dolls being heavily advertised when I was a child, and I think she had her own little section in Walmart and Toys R Us and Kmart too. And here's a Barbie fashionista. I bought her last spring for $2. And I actually bought the Wrinkle in Time Oprah. If you follow me on Instagram, I put my 105 on that, but I was hoping to find the other black articulated curvy on sale, but instead I got the Oprah. It's still a good skin tone match, but the metallic one is the same skin tone as 105, because sometimes Mattel do make two different kind of, they make all these different skin tones too, but, and we all know that this originally came out in 2015, and it's 4 years after. She still, well, I don't know, how do you still be on, I have no idea how the hell these still be on shelves in 2019, because these were everywhere in 2015, but City Trends normally sell leftovers from years back, along with newer stuff too, so. Well, it's good that I see some black, excuse me, because I see black dolls. When I was younger, they still made black dolls then, but they were harder to find back then, because stores didn't used to get that, companies didn't distribute that many as they do now. And back then, certain dolls like certain Cabbage Patch Kids were hard to find, because it was always hard to find black dolls, but it ain't as hard as it used to be now, because we can get them online too, and others. I mean, we have internet where we can buy this stuff on the internet, so it's not that much in the toy department today. So it's been a while since I did a City Trends blog. Might be a couple of months, cause I be buying stuff. changed. People play with this stuff and ain't comfortable with this. Here are golden hot hair tools. Well, now where they sell the hair tools at. I'm not a fan of ceramic because ceramic usually don't straighten really. Of course, Afro texture hair that good like titanium does. And there was always like, I mean, the hair tools, ceramic hair tools were always like that because back in the day we had Marcel irons and people Marcel irons they work good of course, but Marcel hair irons you all can buy those you like work at like a beauty supply store or something, but here's a big bottle of oh great, this is not sulfate free, so I'm not gonna get it, but I did notice that sulfate do work in some people's hair, but it don't work in mine because it dries it out almost instantly. So I found out that sulfate free worked better for my hair, and I found it out years ago. And sulfate shampoo is what made black people have nappier back, like it didn't normally be before you wash your hair back then, which is why I stopped using sulfates a long time ago. But yeah, this is it. I'm finna go like towards out the door. So yeah. Ooh.